Thank you. Package now. The road supervisor here? Where's here?
Does anyone know where these roads are at?
Yes.
Well, there's a couple of them in the field.
Are they spread out, or are they one subdivision?
They're primarily one.
Or the first class road, or the first class road.
They've all been tarred and chipped.
You know, Mr. Chairman, I'd like to say something here. Being the new guy on the block last year, this same letter come to us from last year's road for the county. Being the new guy on the block, everybody voted for him. And then I got crawled all over simply because part of those roads that were voted had no houses on them. And people want to know why these roads were accepted and why these weren't. And they just crawled all over me about it. Well, when I got this list, I decided I'd go, after I found out that the majority of these roads are in the 4th District. So I went to our assessor. I also went to 911 to find out if there's houses on these roads, number one. Through the assessor's office, some of them have houses, some of them have 1, 2, 3. I then went to 911 to find out if there had been requested addresses for these streets. Some of them do, some of them don't. Some of these streets listed here have no houses on them and have no 911 requests for houses. However, when I guess I was under the misconception also. When I contacted the road superintendent, he more or less explained to me, everybody's hollering last year, okay, and I had no argument because I didn't know any better. Everybody was hollering, why pave that road, or why tar and chip that road, or gravel it, or whatever, when anybody lives on it. We aren't. The roads that are taken in by the county are roads that are brought to standards, to county standards, prior to them being taken in or approved by the county. Whoever built those roads, whether it be a contractor, whether it be a developer, whoever, private citizen, whatever, you have to spend your money to bring that road to standards. Our only responsibility, and that road department's only responsibility, is go out there and make sure, it's wide enough, it's got deep enough whatever on it, and all that kind of stuff. The county does not spend 1 penny on that road. Not one. The developer has to bring that road. What that road does for us is if you've got a county-approved road, it has to be so wide, the base has to be so deep, etc., 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 that naturally increases the property value of the lots or the acreage or whatever along that road. That does nothing except increase property value, which in turn, when it's up, brings in property tax to the county. The county hadn't spent a penny on it. Not saying they won't have to down the road somewhere to repair that road when it falls apart or whatever. But look at the tax they've collected before then. And I think a lot of people are under the misunderstanding that if we accept this road, this Dulog trail out there that has no houses on it, none requested, that we're going to run out there and tar and chip it. Wrong answer. It's already been done by the developer. His money. We're going to increase the property value along that road. Hence, collect more taxes. Okay? I just wanted to say that because I got crawled all over last year because we approved roads that had no houses on them. It wasn't our money that went into those roads. None at all. Not the first penny.
I'm glad that you went and looked at these roads because.
And I did go out and look. Now, I didn't find all of them because the snow was about that deep and I wasn't about to get stuck out there.
Because
But part of them I did go and look at, personally.
years in the past, it used to be that the county commission from that district went and respected the roads before they accepted.
I've heard this. So that's why I went to these roads.
I don't know when we got off of
No.
that, or whatever, but I just looking right here on this road list book, we got one here, I was looking at it, 8 foot wide and 2/100 long. That's bound to be a driveway of somebody. But that would have been accepted in the past. I mean, not when that was put on.
That was one of the problems that we ran into back many years ago, was that a developer would go out there and he'd make a 8 or 10 foot swath through a field somewhere and begin selling property and then building a house, and then everyone would then come to the county and the land, the road was not developed. It did not meet the standards that was required by the county, so we ended up having to put a lot of money into accepting those roads. But as Bill said, if those roads had been